had lots of requests for a Mario cake, so today we're making mini Mario cakes. Welcome back to Shalise Bakes Cakes. Today we are making mini Mario cakes, and to make mini cakes you have to have mini pans. So we're making really tiny little Mario mushrooms and a Mario hat, and to do that we have to have some small molds. So here I have some really tiny circle molds. You can see they're just tiny. They are actually soap molds, and I got them off of Amazon, and they work so good to make little tiny circles out of cake. I will link it where I got it below. I just have some vanilla cake here, and I'm just putting a little bit, about 2/3 of my vanilla cake into these greased round soap molds. To bake them, I just set them on a cookie sheet and put them in the oven and just bake them for about as long as you would bake a cupcake. Just check them. I have my vanilla cake once again, and I'm just gonna put it in this nice cute blue pan, and we're just gonna bake it up because we're gonna cut shapes out of this cake today. So we're putting it in this cute blue pan. After our cakes are baked, I'm gonna cut some squares out of this cake, and then we are gonna stack them up. And we have to put a little bit of buttercream in the middle because it's still cake after all, even though we're making it cute. We're gonna stack up these cute squares, and then we're gonna crumb coat it, and then we are gonna cover it with fondant because we're making a dice block. I just have yellow fondant. It's just marshmallow fondant. I'm not a huge fan of fondant. I don't use a lot of fondant, but when I do, I use marshmallow fondant because it's so much better. If you want the marshmallow fondant recipe, I can make a video about it. Let me know in the comments. We're gonna roll out this yellow fondant, and then we are just gonna place it right over our crumb-coated square cake. Just kind of put it over, smooth it out as best you can. When you are using fondant and we're gonna cover this square cake, we're not gonna have the sharp lines as if we were to use a buttercream, but I just wanted to show you an easier way to make this fun dice block. So now we've got our yellow square. Finish off this cute dice block, I just have, obviously, our question marks, and we are just gonna place them around our square. Put a little question mark on top to finish it off, and there we have it. We have a Mario dice block. Is it gonna give me some coins? Now, we need to make some mushrooms because it's not Mario without mushrooms. Am I right? To make our mushroom cake, that is why we used our tiny little round soap molds, and now they're so cute. You guys, I just wanna pop one in my mouth and just eat it because it's so cute. And now we are going to just crumb coat around because we're just putting fondant over this one. So we're just gonna crumb coat this little circle. And then I have my red fondant, and we're just gonna roll it out, and we're gonna place it right over this cute little circle. Smooth it out. You can even push some of the fondant underneath, you know, to give it that mushroom look. And smooth it out at the bottom, make sure it's nice and smooth. To finish off this mushroom, I just rolled out some fondant, but you can see I did it uneven on purpose, and I made a little bit higher edge on one side. And then I'm just gonna use a cookie cutter, the round one, and we are just gonna cut it out so you can see it's got a little bit of an edge to it. So it's a little higher up, like our mushroom. And then we're just gonna set this little fondant mushroom right on top of this. And there you have it. We almost have a mushroom. Now we just need to do the green one. We're gonna do the same thing. Okay, now we need to finish off these mushrooms. And to finish them off, all we need to do is get some white dots on there. Super easy, just roll out some more white fondant. We'll cut out some circles, and we're gonna place them all around on these red and green mushrooms. And then we just need to add some eyes, and all I did is just got a little bit of black fondant, stick those little eyes on. Okay, cutest baby mushroom cakes ever. Next, we are making Mario's hat. We're just gonna use that same cute little circle cake that we made. So make sure to make a few extra just so you have them. And what we're gonna do here, we gotta make kind of a little divot in the top of his hat. so it kind of looks more like a hat. So I'm just gonna use my knife here, and you can see I'm just gonna cut a little divot right in the middle of this circle. We're gonna cover it with fondant. And then all I did is just rolled out some white fondant and just cut out a red M. We'll stick it right there. So we have Mario's hat, and then we need the brim. And all you do here is we're just gonna roll out some red fondant, make it thicker. Don't do it super thin because we want the brim to be a little bit thicker. Then we'll just set the top of the hat right on top of this fondant. You can kind of move it around to tuck in those edges. And there you have it. We have Mario's hat. For our last mini cake, we are making a green pipe with a piranha plant because we had to. To make our green pipe, I just cut out circles instead of squares out of that cake that we made earlier, and I'm just stacking them up like a normal cake, and we just fill them with buttercream in the middle, and then we're gonna crumb coat it, and we are actually going to just frost this cake. So I'm gonna frost this cake as best as we can because mini cakes, they don't like to frost like big cakes do, but I'll do my best here. Now that we have our green pipe frosted, all I'm gonna do is just use a little bit of fondant. I just rolled it out, and we're just gonna make it go around the top so it looks like the top of our pipe. We need a piranha plant. Easy way to make a piranha plant. All we're gonna do is just cut out a red circle, and then I got my knife, and I'm just gonna kind of cut out like a Pac-Man smile out of the top of it. So we're just gonna cut a little smile, we'll call it, and then we're gonna get some little white dots of fondant. To get the little white dots, I like to use some of my piping tips, the circles. That's an easy way to get circles. So I'm just gonna cut out 3 white circles, kind of flatten them out a little bit so they look a little bit bigger. We're gonna set them right there. And then we're just gonna cut out some little white strips. We're gonna put them on the edges of this piranha plant, and there we have it. Piranha plant, guys. That easy. We're also gonna stick it right here to my little skewer. If you are going to make this, make the little piranha plant a couple of hours before, or even a few days to make sure he's gonna stand up for you. We also added a few little leaves because it is a piranha plant. And now we're just gonna get some crushed Oreos, and we're gonna fill in the top of this pipe. And now we're gonna stick our piranha plant flower right in there. And there we have it. We have a green pipe with a piranha plant. Watch out, they get you. I hope you guys had fun today as we made these mini Mario cakes. We had a literal Mario party here at Shelley's Bakes Cakes today. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, guys. And if you have any more character cake ideas, send them my way.